This never ends. We're worked to the bone. I can't take much more.
Gather round. We have our auction to have this buck cracker. This big buck cracker is very healthy, very strong, from Western Europe. I would like to start my bidding at $1,000.
I'll give you $1,500 for it.
Mr. Jackson, you can't keep coming up here trying to buy my product before everybody else.
Really?
Yes.
Well, let me ask him.
Very well.
Now, am I being unfair to y'all?
Nah, we ain't say nothing like that. We ain't say nothing like that at all.
Uh-huh. Wrap him up.
Not so fast. I'll give you $1,600 for him.
Oh, well. Seems we have ourselves an auction here.
1,700.
1,800.
1,850.
1,900.
3,000.
Ooh-wee. My cracker worth 3,000? 3,000 going once? Mr. Wayne? Going once? 3,000 going twice? This cracker's sold to the Jackson plantation.
Wrap him up. That's my cracker.
Did I not say the mules were to be watered before sun touched the field? And yet there they stand. You boys need to get back to work, or I'll have to work this whip. Now! I said, what is your name, boy?
My name is Toby.
You need to pick up the pace, James. I need 200 pounds by sunset. Yes, sir. I'm on it, master. I paid $128 for James. How does he have sunburn already? This is absurd. I demand a refund, or I'll declare war upon the Johnsons. My love, I need you to write the Johnsons. I'm displeased with James and demand immediate restitution. Mr. Brown wants a refund for James. Why does he think he got him so cheap?
The seed of evildoers shall never be renowned. Prepare slaughter for his children for the iniquity of their fathers, that they do not rise, nor possess the land, nor fill the face of the world with cities.
I wish the Israelites would just leave us alone.
The only deliverance the other nations are going to get is deliverance right into slavery. They're going to be our slaves, thus saith the Lord. Jeremiah 30:16 tells you every last one of the other nations, which are non-Israelites, are going into captivity. They're going into slavery underneath the Israelites when the Israelites go back into rulership.
I wish the Israelites would just leave us alone.
When is the Israelites going to go back into rulership? When the Lord comes. That's what he's coming to do. He's coming to set up the Israelites in rulership, beginning with King David. And when I say rulership, meaning the planet Earth, we're going to be ruling the planet Earth in righteousness. After he puts down the wicked, who's the wicked? The Edomites, which are in power right now. Who are the Edomites? The so-called white men, beginning with those top banking families, which happen to be so-called white people. We're talking about the Rothschilds, the Rockefellers. We're talking about the DuPonts. We're talking about the Gettys, the Oppenheimers, and families like that. Okay, so when the Yahushua comes back, he's going to take away their rulership, which they're enjoying right now. That's the long and short of it, of this ministry, man.
I wish the Israelites would just leave us alone.
The seed of evildoers shall never be renowned. Prepare slaughter for his children for the iniquity of their fathers, that they do not rise, nor possess the land, nor fill the face of the world with cities.
This never ends. We're worked to the bone. Can't take much more.
not say the mules were to be watered before sun touched the field? And yet there they stand. You boys need to get back to work, or I'll have to work this whip. Now. I said, what is your name, boy?
My name is Toby.
I wish the Israelites would just leave us alone.
Alright, Shalom, Shalom. This is your brother Issachar coming back at you with another lesson. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praises, all honor and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Wakar Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and blessings to the hopeful elect and the 144,000 scattered across the four corners of the earth. Shalom to you. Alright, in today's lesson, we're going to go into how these, starting with the international banking families, okay, the Edomites, the Rothschilds, Rockefellers on down, and these heathens are going to be real, are going to go into slavery. Alright, so that was, right there, that was a clip right now from the brother, that was the elder Anatazak, okay, Big Judah. Alright, he made that clip right there, but I just I had to put that on this lesson to show you Israelites out there, and mainly the elect, because right now the Lord Yahweh Shemel Shai, He looks at you 2/3 like you're brute beast. Alright? He sees you as heathens. Not all Israel is of Israel. You gotta remember, our Lord is very upset. He's very displeased with you 2/3 as well. Alright? He's not just gonna punish the Edomites and the heathens, you 2/3 as well. Who are out here just playing around, with the Lord's word. Remember, the Lord is very displeased, and the whole planet is gonna know that, and you're gonna know the wrath of Yahweh Shem Shai. See, but anyway, let's get back on topic, because we're gonna focus on the Edomites and the heathens. All right, how we're the Israelites. Okay, we're going to put chains on them, and Lord willing, I'm part of the hopeful elect. Alright, the 144,000 out there. Yahweh Shai and the angels are going to go get the international banking families from their underground cities, and not just Esau. Okay, because you have the elites of everybody. The elites of Elam, the so-called East Indians. Okay, the elites of the Ishmael, that's the so-called Arabs. Okay, Yahweh Shai, the 144,000 angels are going to go get them. Because all of these heathens, they're all in cahoots. Okay, they're all in league together. And that's fine. And they all can get beat down together. They all are going to go into slavery together. So that's even better. Okay, it's better that the whole world is teaming up against, you know, the Lord and His anointed. Why? Because it's gonna make it that much more funner. All right, because remember, the elect of the nation of Israel don't care about the community. It doesn't care about the world's opinion. And you might say, why is that? Why? Because the hopeful elect is going to take it from you. It's going to take this kingdom from you Edomites and heathens. You know? So the hopeful elect, you know, we don't care, you know, about, you know, your opinion. You know? We don't want you to like us. If you're in the truth, then okay, that's cool, because you're going to understand what it is. But to everybody else out there, we can give two shits, excuse my Italian, what you think about us, because the hopeful elect, one of the main reasons why the hopeful elect don't care about your opinion is because the hopeful elect is going to take over this planet. You know, Daniel chapter 7 verse 18, the saints shall take the kingdom. So that's one of the main reasons why. Another reason why is because this world is wicked, and this world is rolling with Satan. You see? So if you're not rolling with the Lord, then you ain't right. Let's start off in today's lesson in Psalms 149. You know what? We'll read the whole chapter. There's a lot here. Psalms 149 and 1, and we're going to go down to the 9th verse. Praise ye the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai. Sing unto the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai, with a new song. See, because this is a new song. That's why a lot of people in this world, they can't get it, because they're like, hey, what is that? You know? What do you mean? The Lord's name is... the Most High's name is Yahweh? What? You know, His Son's name is Yahweh Shai? I thought His name was Jesus Christ. I thought He was a so-called white man. No. See, because this is a new song. Alright, this is something it's new, because the Lord, we always have had it before in the past, but there had to be a falling away first. See? But this is all of the Lord's doing. But the Lord brought back His Spirit, starting with who? Does any one of you guys know? Okay, why is it new? It's not new because you know, the Lord is a brand new God. The Lord, He's always been. Okay, no, Yahweh has no beginning, no end. He's the Ancient of Days. Ancient of Days is ancient is time. Ancient is before. Days means time, because Yahweh, He's before time. You see? All right, but it's new to because, you know, the Lord, He turned His back from us for a little while. This is why we went into slavery. And it wasn't to destroy us. It was just to punish us. Because us Israelites, as a nation, we stopped following the law, statutes, and commandments. So everything, you know, the Lord, you know, what the Lord did to us was, is well deserved. You know, but these, you Edomites and heathens, you guys went overboard, you see? All right, you guys took it too far. All right, so this is why it's a new song, because when did the Lord, you know, put that Spirit on His true prophet back on the scene? That's right, 1969, by John the Baptist, Abba Bivens, who also was Elijah. Okay, Abba Bivens. All right, that's John the Baptist, right there. All right, he was teaching this truth, you know, starting in 1969. You know, you see, but because you got to remember, prior to that, you know, we've been underneath these curses for a long time, because remember, the Lord turned His back on us, not to destroy us, but just to show us, look, this is what happens when you want to follow me. So this is why He gave us over to the heathen. You see? And you see how the heathen and Edomites treat you guys? How they treat us? Okay, it's all education. Alright, so this time, are you going to listen to Yahweh? Are you going to listen to Yahweh Shai? Alright then. You see? Alright, so it's an education. You see, because the elect, The elect right now around the four corners of the earth are well fed. Okay, the elect right now has everything. You guys have everything you need. All right, yeah, you may be going through some elements. You may have, a little this, a little that, but you're gonna have everything you need. All right, the Lord is gonna sustain and take care of His elect always. Sing unto the Lord Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai a new song, and His praise in the congregation of His saints. So the congregations, yeah, that's these, that's these, these camps. But the true ones, not ISBK and IUIC, all right, and the world, you guys are gonna notice, you guys are gonna see what happens to them real soon, all right, because Apostle Tahar said it himself that he does believe, and I do myself too. It's a spirit, because he says that there's got to be a few elect members in IUIC. But the Lord's going to get them out of there, but the majority of them, yeah, if they don't repent, you're going to see what the Lord does to them. The Lord's going to destroy them, and His praise in the congregations of His saints. And the saints are the Israelites. The saint doesn't mean, that person's just, perfect, and that person's all about God, and, that person, don't do nothing wrong. No. Okay, that word saint, that's us, the Israelites, the so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans. And remember, it don't just stop there, because we've been scattered across the four corners of the earth. So this thing, first and foremost, it ain't no black thing. Okay, because that's what the so-called white man pushes. Oh, you guys are black Hebrew Israelites. First of all, I'm not black, and my Lord's not black. Okay, we're different shades of brown. Yahweh Shai, my big brother, he's different shades. He's dark brown. What are you talking about? What are you talking about, Willis? You see, but that's all right. That's why we're gonna put chains on you Edomites real soon, and it's gonna be good for you. It's gonna build character for you red monkeys out there. You see, starting with you Rothschilds and Rockefellers. Yeah, that's right. See, and it's good for you. It's good for you. It's gonna build character. You see, it's real simple, son. Verse 2: Let Israel rejoice in Him that made him. Yeah, because who made us? Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. Okay, there are creators, and the whole world is you guys are about to meet your Creator. You see, this is why you're seeing the so-called spaceships already. All right, the so-called UFOs, so-called UAPs, which are known in the scriptures as the chariots of Israel. Let the children of Zion, Zion, that's us, okay, the children of Israel, okay, means monument, be joyful in the King. Yeah, because that brings us joy, our praise in Yahweh Shai, because He conquered Satan and He conquered this world. See, that's why our enemies, they hate us, but it's like, okay, yeah, you can hate all you want, but you're going into slavery. You see? All right. Let them praise His name in the dance. Let them sing praises unto Him with the timbrel and harp. All right. Oh, like King David. Okay, King David played the strings. He played that harp. You know what I'm saying? Verse 4. For the Lord Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai taketh pleasure in His people. Right, because Yahweh promised Abraham that He would never forsake His seed. All right, and our forefathers is Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. And the 12 tribes, all right, we go back to the 12 sons of Jacob. You see, so the Lord, He's never, He's always with the Israelites. Right now, He's mad at 2/3, but the 2/3, you guys are still going to enter the kingdom. When the elect have children, you guys are going to come back in as a fresh start. Just on this side, you guys are going to go through your judgments, the fire, whatever Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai has set up for you, He will beautify the meek with salvation. Look at that. Okay, because the hopeful elect are meek, you know, and they're gonna receive salvation. You see that? So Yahweh Shem Shai, he's going to beautify the meek with salvation, right? Because you know, it's twofold. Because these elites are not going to, you know, take out everybody. Whoever's not going to bow down to the New World Order and take that RFID chip, the microchip, you know, remember, they're not going to get all the members of the hopeful elect. All right, they're going to try. Don't forget that. Okay, remember, they are going to try. I could remember what happened with Pharaoh. All right, because what was he trying to do? He was trying to kill all of us, but the Lord killed him and his whole army. Same thing, okay, same thing. So remember, these devils are gonna roll, and the Lord's gonna make them roll. Remember that, because the Lord's gonna do it. The Lord is gonna, He's already doing it, but the Lord is gonna start terrifying our enemies so bad that they're gonna have no choice. Remember, the Lord right now, the Lord is you know, condemning these devils by his prophets, and the Lord is gonna, you know, the Lord's gonna keep upsetting them, you know, keep on slapping them in the back of their head, you know. The Lord's gonna keep on, you know, calling these elites and these leaders a pussy, you know, until they make their move. And the Lord, remember, the Lord's a master chess player. Remember what the Lord did to Pharaoh? He plagued his whole city, remember, and he took all of their firstborn. So that's what the Lord is going to do too, because if these devils don't make, the Lord is going to make you devils make your move, you know? Because right now you're biting your nails, you're trying to count all your costs, but the Lord is going to make you jump, boy, you know, because he'll start taking your children from you, you know? Yeah, remember that, you know, and you guys can't hide in your underground cities. Remember what happened to Pharaoh, you know? The Lord's going to make you devils jump. Yep, that's right. You know, remember, Yahweh Shai, he wants to fight you as well, because you want these elites, they want to roll on the hopeful elect. But remember, Yahweh Shai wants to roll on you too. You know, it goes both ways, baby. You see? So just like the Lord did Pharaoh back in ancient Egypt, same thing the Lord's going to do to these elites and to all these teams who are trying to come up against the Lord and his elect. To everybody. You know? Yep, you guys are all a bunch of clowns out there. Remember, your beatdown's already prepared. It's already prepared, baby. You know? You just gotta come out and get it. Remember that. You know, so the Lord's gonna make these devils jump. You know, he's gonna make sure that that fire is, you know, is lit right in their behind, you know? It's gonna keep them moving. You see? Let the saints be joyful in glory. Let them sing aloud upon their beds. Yeah, and this is what we're doing. We're singing unto the Lord. Let the praises of the Most High Yahweh be in their mouth, and a two-edged sword in their hand. This word, it's a two-edged sword because it cuts both ways. You know, look at IUIC. They think they're Power Rangers and all that. You know, I mean, what the hell? You know, complete clowns. You know. You see? You know, it's just hey, man. You know. Man, these dudes are something else. Verse 7, to execute vengeance upon the heathen. Here we go. Here's the point, okay? In slavery. Psalms 149, all right, verse 7, okay, down to the 9th verse. This is the point right here where this is the scriptures where we're actually going to put, the elect, okay? Because I'm not sure if I'm part of the hopeful elect, but I'm hoping, you know, but I'm not sure. But the hopeful elect are going to put chains. Yeah, the 144,000 are literally going to go with Yahweh Shai. You know, the Son of Man. You know, the Son of Yahweh. And the angels. Remember that. And they're going to go and put chains, physical chains, on the elites. You know, and whoever else that the Lord may want to preserve. Because the Lord may want to reserve some heathens, you know, that are like lower level, you know. But one thing we do know is the elites, yeah, you guys are the first crops in slavery. But who knows, you know, this is the Lord's program, you know. The Lord, he may have, you know, he might want some other heathens, you know, just to have them. Who knows, you know. But that's one thing for sure, is that the elites, they're gonna have physical chains on them. You know? Yeah. So this is the scripture right here, you guys. All right, that says it. You know? Because some of you might say, well, where's it say that? Right here. Okay. We're gonna get down to it, because us being true teachers of Yahweh Shem Shai, remember, we're not out here just being emotional or, oh, hey, look at, oh, they're just mad. No, we're coming straight out the book. All right, we know we have some scholarship about ourselves. You see, and all you, okay, all you people out there who are supposed to be well learned, who have college educations, you guys can't break down these scriptures. You know. See, it's to show you that this thing is truly divine, you know. You see, it's remember, because the Lord is really dealing with His prophets, you know. Because a lot of people say, oh no, you know, they're madmen, you know, they're crazy, you know, they're lost. Shit, you're lost, you know. You see, remember, people can laugh all they want, but you know, the truth is speaking loud, you know, because that's just people's opinions, you know. So when people say that, you know, and call us names or whatever, that's fine. It don't affect us, because at the end of the day, remember, you're going down. You know, the ICBMs are already pointing over here, and the heathens, you guys are going to slavery. Because no matter if you call us all the names underneath the book, you guys build the biggest cases on us. That don't matter. Okay, we got next. Don't you see the ships? All right, don't you see those spaceships? Then, you know, then. So it don't even matter what you say. Why is that? Case in point, because it ain't gonna change a damn thing. The spaceships are already here. You see? So what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do, you little moco? You see? You know, so yeah, I mean, just by you calling us names, that's just your opinion. But who are you? You know, you're just a cave dweller that eats a hamburger. See? You know? Huh? Think about it. Psalms 149:7. To execute vengeance upon the heathen. There it is. Vengeance, baby. And punishments upon the people. See? Because the Lord is going to punish you wicked out there. You think that the Lord is not going to visit you guys for your tab, but you guys have a very big tab out there. Verse 8. Here we go. Check it out. To bind their kings with chains. Yeah, the elites. Okay, Donald Trump, I don't think he's gonna make it. All right, that's just my opinion, you know, because the elites are going to the elites are going to make it, you know. Remember, because they're gonna be first crops in slavery. But Donald Trump, I don't think he's gonna make it. That's just my opinion, because like, at the way everything's going, like the whole world hates him, you know. He even has his own people who hate him. And plus, he's making videos of shitting on his own Americans, people, you know. And they already tried to take him out. You know, remember, they said that, you know, some of it might have been staged. Some of it might be fake. But a lot of people do hate Trump, you know. So, that's just my opinion. I just don't think he's going to last, you know. But it's all the Lord's, you know. That's just kind of how I see it. But, you know, but that's not a, you know, that's just me thinking as a man. Okay, that's not something like a vision I got from the Lord. That's just something like the way I see it, you know. But it don't matter if like Donald Trump don't make it. You will be reborn again. You will be reborn again in our kingdom as a slave. So it don't matter if you know, he makes it or he don't make it. Donald Trump, you will be our slave. Remember that, boy. Yep, and no one's going anywhere. Nobody is going anywhere. You know, this is why we can truly laugh, because you guys can't. You know, yeah, you guys can call us all the names, you know, in the book. That's fine. But remember, you heathens, you guys belong to us. You know, remember, you guys are our slaves. Remember that. You guys are just living out the last days of your sad excuse with this pathetic place you guys call life. You know, because you heathens and Edomites have destroyed everything. You guys destroyed this planet. You guys are destroying people, animals, trees. You guys are destroying fruits. You guys now got GMO fruits. You guys are torturing the animals in these slaughterhouses. You know, you guys have lab meat now. The hell kind of shit is that? You know, you guys destroyed everything. You know, but that's okay. Remember, you're going into chains. You're going to slavery. You know, and it doesn't matter. To all you heathens out there, if you guys have like grandparents that pass away and all that, you guys are all gonna wake up. You guys are all gonna be reborn, real soon, in our kingdom as a slave. So it doesn't matter if your dad passed away, your grandpa or your grandma. You're all gonna be our slaves. You're all gonna be reborn as a slave in our kingdom. Yep, because there's something called reincarnation. Remember that, you know? It's called recompense, payback. So that's just remember a little FYI for you guys out there, you know? Because at this point, we don't the elect don't even care what you say, you know? Because these communities are about to be burnt by ICBMs. You know, if you guys are down with this word and down with the Lord, then all right, cool. You know, hey, welcome to the fight, soldier. You know, but you know what we're saying. But those of you that are against it, you know, we don't care less. Because remember, we can care less because remember, the hopeful elect are going to take this planet from the elites. Oh yeah, remember, it's called planetary takeover. This ain't just, something we go teach the word. No, this is, remember, our Lord Yahushua is going to be here real soon, you know? And the hopeful elect are going to take the kingdom from you heathens and Edomites. So that's why, remember, that's the number one reason why we don't even care what you say about us. You know, we rather you be mad at us, you know, because that way it's going to be more funner, you know, because we're going to take it from you. See, so, you know, we don't want you to be all cool with us. We want you to be mad, you know, that way, you know, we're going to laugh at you, you know, when we take it from you, you know, we're going to laugh at you because you guys are going to be that much more pissed off because you guys thought that you are better than the Israelites. You guys trust in your AI. So you're going to be that much more disappointed when you get your ass kicked, you know, it's going to feel that much more like, damn, see, you know? So right now the Lord's like, yeah, let them talk trash, you know? Let them talk trash. It's all right, you know? Yeah, the Lord got that beat down for you, boy. To bind their kings with chains and their nobles with fetters of iron. Because it's literal chains. Remember, because the Yahushua, the angels, and the 144,000 are going to go hunt you devils down. Yeah, wherever you're at. Wherever you're at. You know? To execute upon them the judgment written. See? Because you got that big tab. This honor have all his saints. See that? So, let me get this real fast. Right here, this is Psalms chapter 2. All right, verse 8 and 9. All right, so this is what the Lord Yahweh Shema Shai is gonna give unto us, the children of Israel. Okay, this is our inheritance. Okay, and inheritance is something that that is passed down to you. Okay, so a lot of like these Edomites. They're still benefiting off slavery. All right, there's something called old money, you know, because these Rothschilds and Rockefellers, you know, they're still benefiting off the slave trade and all that. Yep, yeah, it's called old money. They're still benefiting off that. So a lot of these families, you know, they're rich because their families, you know, have passed generation wealth down to them. You know, because they got the family business, they got the family, house, and You know, they just kept it going. You see, but so what the Lord's gonna give us is the heathen and the whole planet Earth. Not only that, but we're gonna receive immortal bodies. We're gonna be superhuman on the planet Earth, and also the Israelites. Remember, even you 2/3, because on this side, yeah, you're gonna feel the fire or whatever judgment the Lord has for you. But after that, remember, you guys are gonna be reborn as a fresh start. You know, in the kingdom. You see, you know, yeah, even you, P Diddy. You know, you damn clown. Yeah, right now you're misbehaving, but that's all right. The Lord is going to judge you accordingly, and then you're going to be reborn in the kingdom as a new start. You know, yep, you're going to be ashamed, but you're gonna know who you are. You're gonna know your power, and you're even going to be immortal. That's how deep it is, because the Lord is going to have mercy on all Israel. You know, eventually. It's just at the first round right now. All right, when the Lord returns, the 2/3, yeah, you guys are going to be judged accordingly. You see, to what you're doing. You know, but you're still going to inherit the kingdom. You're still going to be immortal. You see, you know. All right. It's just that right now you guys gave your life over to Satan. You know, and that's all right. You know, it's prophecy. It's understandable. You know, I mean, hey, you guys are going down that route. Hey, it's, it is what it is. You know, but even you 2/3, you guys are gonna be reborn again. You know, and you guys are gonna be able to enjoy the kingdom. Your immortality bodies. Yeah, absolutely. You see, you're not gonna have all this stuff going on where, the so-called black woman just wants all the so-called black men to die and all that. You know, that's all bullshit. You know, I mean, but that just shows you, because we're underneath the curses. You see, we're underneath the curses, and that's why it's like that right now. And also because the wicked are ruling. You know, but that's all right. You know, things are about to change. You see, and you can see at this rate what Elon Musk pushing that with Elon Musk pushing, those androids and all that. Oh, those of you guys who have seen that, there's a recent globally, and I'll post it. All right, because one of the brothers posted it earlier, and I'll get it. My one of the brothers, Shemai. All right, he posted it, but I'll get it, Lord willing, later today of Elon Musk. All right, and that's another beautiful brother right there. Shemai from the GMS Los Angeles camp. Hey, that's a strong brother right there. That's definitely a soldier for the Most High right there. That brother holds it down. But he posted this morning something that Elon Musk had. That Elon Musk is pushing for like these humanoid androids. And Elon Musk is straight lying. He's saying that, oh yeah, they haven't really made them yet, but it's in the making. They're already out there. All right, don't these devils. That's all they do is lie. All right, and Elon Musk, that dude's a straight cyborg. That dude is not 100% human. I don't give a damn what you're saying. Elon Musk is not 100% human. Hell no. All right, that dude, man, that dude's a straight cyborg. And there's a lot of there's a lot of clones out here already. So these devils, they get on TV or these interviews and say, oh yeah, we haven't really accomplished it yet. Bullshit. Because he said that they haven't finished creating the humanoid robots, but it's in the making, but they're almost done. They're already out there. Okay, they're already out there. All right, there's already clones out here everywhere. All right, that are artificially grown. You see, all right, but they're just starting now to bring it to the public. Little by little. You see, but they're already out there. They've been out here. You see, all right, But that's just something that the Spirit, wanted me to, share with you guys. All right. Elon Musk, yeah, because he said, oh yeah, they haven't really made them yet. No, they're already made. Not only they're humanoids out here, but there's clones out here. Straight up. We're talking very, very advanced. Beyond what people can even think of. But that's the left hand side. Remember, they have that. And a lot of people, you guys are gonna be thrown off. Out here, because a lot of you guys are not preparing for that, and you're not ready for that. You see, so that's why the Lord, He's warning His elect. And the world. Those of you guys that, cause a lot of you guys out there, you guys just laugh at us anyways, call us crazy and all that, and that's okay. But that don't mean that what we're saying is not true, because we're gonna tell you exactly what it is. Remember that. Because remember, we don't care about your opinion, because this planet, this is our planet, and we're gonna take it back. So the madder you are, the funnier we're gonna laugh, because you're actually mad and you're actually trying to stop it. See, the elect are just chilling. Just reading the Bible, drinking smoothies. The wicked, you guys are the ones out here. You can get mad and call us names as mad as you want. You guys are the ones watching us 24 hours. You guys are the ones out here scrambling with your teams. Because you're trying to stop it. You guys are actually mad because you're actually trying. The elect are not doing anything. The elect are just chilling. See? That's why it's funny, because you guys are actually trying to stop it. And the elect are not doing anything. See? And you're telling me you guys are not clowns? Cut it out already, Psalms chapter 2, verse 8, down to the 9th verse. Here we go. Okay, check this out. Alright. Ask of me, and I shall give thee the heathen for thine inheritance. Because that's right. Okay, you Edomites and heathens, you guys belong to us. So don't matter whatever names you want to call us. Remember, we're your slave masters. Alright, and it's not that much longer where we're going to have you in chains. So you call us whatever you want, But remember, you guys don't even know who you work for. See that? You guys are calling us names. That's cute. But remember, alright, you guys all belong to us. That's right. And the uttermost parts of the earth for thy possessions. Because the earth, this is our planet. See? So the heathens, yeah, they're all joining forces. The EU, NATO, who gives a damn? Okay, you guys are all a bunch of clowns. It don't matter, You guys are all joining up just to get beat down. See? So the madder you get, the more we're going to laugh, because remember, you're our slaves. Yep. Thou shalt break them with a rod of iron. Yeah, because it's a rigorous rule, because the Israelites are not going to be nice to you, because look at how mean the heathen, how you guys always been calling us the N-word and beaners and all that stuff. See, look what you did to our brothers and sisters, the so-called Native American Indians. All right, that's a whole nother history lesson right there. See, so there's a lot that you devils got to pay for. So we're not going to be nice to you. But after 1,000 years, the heathens, if you guys act right, yeah, the Lord is going to give you back your land. That's already guaranteed. The Lord's going to, you heathens, you guys are going to go into slavery for 1,000 years. Okay, not including the Edomites, okay? All right, this is the heathens, all right, but not the Edomites. The Edomites are a different story. Okay, because the Edomites are going to go into slavery for 1,000 years, and then they're going to be exterminated. You see? So that's why it don't even matter what they got to say, Yeah, it don't even matter, Yeah, because like the more matter you get, the more we laugh at you. It's like, look at them, look at them, they're getting mad. How cute, They actually think, these heathens actually think that they can change the Lord's plans. How cute. Look at them. Look at them. Humpapash. You see? Humpapash. You think that you can actually change the Lord's plans? Look at you. Look at you guys. Huh? Verse 9. Thou shalt break them with a rod of iron. Oh yeah. Because look at what you leaders and the elites have done. You guys literally beat our nationality out of us, our heritage. Hey, you guys brought us over here. You heathens. You guys brought us over here to the United States. In slave ships. Now you're saying, hey, get out of our country? Well, fucking take us back. You brought us over here. You damn clown. Shit, we don't, hey, we're not gonna, we ain't complaining. We're tired of looking at you queers anyways. You kidding me? You guys are a bunch of fruit roll-ups out here. Remember, you guys brought us over here. Now you're saying, hey, get out of our country? Fucking take us back. We can give a damn, baby. The hell? You see? Remember, you guys brought us over here in slave ships. We built up your kingdom for the free, yeah? Remember? Now it's like, oh, hey, get out? Well, fucking take us back. Bitch ass nigga. What the hell? Huh? You telling me that these dudes are not retarded? It's like you brought us over here. We're from Jerusalem. And now it's, hey, get out of here. You brought us over here. The hell? You see how stupid our enemies are? You telling me they're not retarded? That's why the Lord said, just let them talk. Look at how stupid these dudes are. Look at them. Look at them. Look at them, mijo. Look at them, mija. Listen to what they're actually saying. Unbelievable, right? Yeah. Thou shalt break them with a rod of iron. Man. Thou shalt dash them in pieces with a potter's vessel. So that's it on today's lesson on how the Israelites are gonna soon put the Edomites and heathens into slavery, and that they're really gonna have physical chains on them. So with that, rejoice and remember the kingdom of heaven is for you Israelites. All right, this is your planet. So repent. Remember, the Lord's name is Yahweh. The Heavenly Father's name is Yahweh, and our Lord and Savior, His name is Yahweh Shai. You need those names. Keep the faith on your feet, soldier. Shalom.